Dice Kimura, and today we're covering Iron Man by Black Sabbath. And this is intended to be an intermediate level, beginner intermediate level lesson, or more of the advanced beginner lessons, where you're just getting away from playing chords all the time and starting the process of single notes. So this lesson is part of a series of lessons. It's a playlist and it's in the description below. And you can follow along, and if you find yourself at this level, then this group of lessons will be perfect for you. So the actual artist, he does it here for your first chord. He started here with the B. We're in the key of B, and the tempo is 77 BPMs. By the way, I made a chart of the tabs and also the tempo and the key and everything, and this is really going to help you. I'm going to be referring to this throughout the lesson. You can download this at the link below, which goes to my Patreon, and for $2 a month you can access all my charts, and this actually supports me and helps me keep the channel going. So if you're getting value out of my channel, please feel free to stop by my Patreon and leave me a tip or something, or you can join. So we have, now I'm going to show this to you from the mindset of someone that's just starting to learn to play single strings, and you're getting away from chords, okay? So what I'd like to do is have you do everything on the 5th string. Now, like I said, the artist starts the first chord here, but I'm gonna have you start the first chord here because it's gonna let you do everything on one string. You can slide. So notice you won't have to worry about moving strings or anything if you just keep everything on strings 5 and 4. So that's what I'm going to do. So if we start just with one finger, we'll start with the first finger. We'll put it on the 5th string, right? 2nd fret, and we'll play that one note. We're going to do this riff as one note, and then we're going to add that 3rd finger later. So it's going to be, so that's the 2nd fret, 5th string. You go to the 5th fret, 5th string, and then you slide up to the 7th fret, 5th string. Everything is the 5th string. I'm gonna stop saying 5th string, just 7th fret. So it's 2, 5, 5, 7, 7, 10, 9, 10, 9, 10, 9. Notice I'm sliding from 10 to 9, which you could do if you want to do. If that's a little overwhelming, then don't worry about it. You can play them, or you can slide them. And then 5, 5, 7, 7. So he's going 2, 5, 5, 7, 7, 10, 9, 10, 9, 10, 9, 5, 5, 7, 7. So try to do that until you're comfortable with it. It's a matter of playing the right string here. You may want to take the palm of your hand and rest it on the bridge, and that'll give you some reference to what string you're on, okay? It may help to play in front of a mirror where you can see. In other words, look. Hey there, sorry to interrupt. If you want to learn how to play lead guitar, I have something for you at the end of this video. Looking down, it often cranes people's neck and shoulder, and it gives a lot of problems, especially for beginners. You have a lot of discomfort because people sometimes they're trying to slide their guitar off their knee so they can see the frets better. Try to stand the guitar up and look at it based on these dots that they give you. These dots are what you use to reference. And if that's not enough information, you could look at a mirror, and that'll give you like a bird's eye view of both hands and the fretboard, so that could help. Now, after you get comfortable, with that, then we add the 2nd finger, the 3rd finger, but the 2nd finger of the power chord. We have fingers 1 and then 3. Now, to make a power chord, the 3rd finger is going to be 1 string down and 2 frets over all the time. And we talked about that in the last lesson, where we're making power chords, and you can check that out in the playlist below. So that's our power chord of B. It's called a B. We're going from the 2nd fret, sliding to the 5th fret. Now careful, as we slide around, the frets become narrower as we go this way, and they become wider as we go that way. So you have to relax your hand enough to slide, but flex your hand enough to maintain the relationship of the power chord, and then widen it as we go this way. and narrow it as we go this way. So there's a lot involved. You gotta take your time and practice this. So now you're gonna play your riff, and you're sliding it everywhere proportionally, 1 string down and 2 frets over from the first finger. So we have 2, 4, and that's what it means on the chart when it says 2 and 4 at the same time. And you'll see that at the link below. But what that means is you play them at the same time, 2 and 4, 5 and 7, 7 and 9, and 10 becomes 10 and 12. 9 becomes 9 and 11. Hopefully that's making sense. So you have, and that's the main riff. And then you're gonna have your B section, and that's just, so he's playing the 7th fret. In this one, I will ask you to go to your 6th string, okay? So let's make the second riff optional. First, learn the first riff. Again, this is for beginner, intermediate beginner levels, or advanced beginners. So if that's you, focus on that first riff first, and maybe even get to playing to it. If you want to play it to a drum beat, I have it listed as a tempo of 77 BPMs. You could do that. I'm not going to necessarily do that in this lesson. I'm just going to play it. And try to match it to the YouTube, and play along with YouTube or the MP3 if you have it, or even the record. Here's going to be your riff. 7/7 on the 6th string, 5th fret 5th string, 7 on the 6th string, 6, 5/5/5, open, 4, 5/5, 6, 7/7. So 2 sections there. I'm making this lesson very simple, by the way. If you're a die-hard Tony Iommi fan, there are a few nuances that I'm deliberately leaving out so that this can be focused for intermediate level or advanced beginners, okay? So if you have any questions, leave your comments below. Share, like, and subscribe. It helps me out. And I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks so much. Bye-bye. Hey, guitar player, if you want to learn how to play lead guitar and you're a beginner, I have something for you. This is a very detailed beginner course for lead guitar playing, step by step. It's going to show you how to improvise. It's going to show you all of your pentatonic scales in the key of E minor, which is 8 positions over the span of 22 frets. You're also going to get 40 of my phrases that I'm going to teach you, and these are cool phrases. I'm also going to include the tabs of all of the phrases that I'm playing and all the positions that I'm playing. And you're going to have video of very in-depth, step-by-step explanations of how to start improvising. And more importantly, it's going to teach you how to think like a guitarist. I'm going to teach you how guitarists interact with live music and how we think. And so it's going to be very beneficial. If you get through this course, this will take you from beginner, absolute beginner, all the way to intermediate. You'll be an intermediate lead player by the end of this course. So it's very in-depth. I know that's a bold promise, but it's true, okay? You can check it out for free, do the free trial, and then go from there. Please ask me any questions that you have. I want to see you play lead guitar. You can do this. You can absolutely do this. Step by step, one day at a time. We're going to do this together. We're going to do this at your pace. So check it out. The information's in the link below.